Detective Talk of the Day, the 11th day of October, 7:55. Foggy here. Day is 2, version 3.10 with the HF2 coil. An in-ground test. Now this is freshly buried. I'm not going to bullshit you. But you get to see it. It don't cost you much to watch this if you're interested, okay? I've got a U.S. nickel in the ground there. And this ruler here is for reference, so you can see it in the camera when I'm sweeping this coil. There's 2 older modern nails, one down one side and one down the other, that looks a lot like that length. Okay? One down one side and one down the other. All right, now it is a nickel, lower conductor. We're going to transition over here first. We're going to look at the fast program. Silencer 0 with a 6.8 disc. Okay, 90 sensitivity. I can turn that up. This machine out here is quiet as a mouse. Reactivity 3, we can put it at 2.5. We'll check it in both ways. Okay, so here, I've got large ID selected. Well, I guess I didn't have for this mode, so now we do, okay? So you see that's 62. All right, so the nail orientation is like that ruler right there. One on one side and one on the other of that nickel in the ground buried. Okay? Now I can't tell you exactly how deep it is. It probably ain't over 4 inches. Okay? Just thought I'd show you this. Nice finds can be shallow around iron too. Okay, so you see that. We got that old ID, that is pitch tones. Now, iron ID is turned on. Okay, you don't have to using the fast program, but with the program I'm using, you probably need to. Okay, so now we're going to come over here. You hear that. Now notice the ruler there, my orientation. Now I've turned. You hear what you hear there? One sweep of the coil. You know, when you're out in the wild, you don't get 40 bites at the apple, right? Turn it a little more. We'll straighten back up here a little bit. Now that's 0 silencer. You hear that? We'll come over here. We'll get straightened back up a little bit. You hear that? You see that angle there? Watching that call and that yardstick. Okay, now if we come back over here, this is the extreme easy way. You see the meter there, it's about 62 generally, 67 in the meter. Now we're going over here to this program that I have created or modified. I didn't create anything. And there it is, sensitive FT silencer 2. We're going to listen to this both ways. I'm currently in the pitch tones. So I'm going to have to leave the notch in it being in pitch tones. Okay, we may listen to it in 5 tones with the notch removed. Okay, so here's the program I created. Remember, we're at silencer 2. You see the meter. All right, now I'm over here at the extreme hard way. You hear that? See that meter? All right. Now I'm coming through here. I've rotated some. Right there, we wouldn't get any signal with that fast program. You see that? Now I'm going to come on around. So now I'm getting a mixed bag right there, but I am seeing 57, 58 in the meter. the extreme hard way. I'm going to stand right here. So you hear that, and I've got that old 1 in that meter. Here's the same exact fast program I just showed it. 0 silencer. What do you hear? So coming through this yard here, sweeping, you'd walk right past that nickel, wouldn't you? No alerts. Here's the program that I devised. You're sweeping around. Uh-oh, you're locked up on that. You see the 1, you rotate. You see that? Uh-oh, you might dig it, right? Okay, we're going to change tones here. Now, I'm not listening to this with a notch off. I'll be honest with you, but we're going to listen to it. I think I've got it set up correctly. Okay, here is the easy way in the 5 tones in the program I created. You get to see the meter. All right, now we're over here. You hear that? I'm going to rotate a little bit. You hear that. Now, just for gee whiz here, let's walk back up here. Just to make sure of something here. Since I've got the notch removed, so there's a nail by itself for that 5 tones. Okay, now we're back down here with the 5 tones, the easy way. Traditional reporting there. Here's 45 degrees. Now we got some signal here with fast program. We start getting into that ballpark right there, though we didn't. You hear that? You see that meter? Okay. So that could be a target in a sports field, couldn't it? Will 11-inch coil hit that target right there on a DS2? Nope. Will a 9-inch coil or 11? Nope. Remember, there's 2 nails down there. Will a manicore and a 9-inch coil? Well, I won't say, but I'm gonna leave this in the ground. We may break it out. Can I even hit it with a manicore with running it the way I've showed in the past with an M8 coil? This way. We'll see. If I had to make a wager right now, I would say the answer is no. Since there's 2 nails. But I could be wrong, okay? So again, this is sort of a live, I'm not going to dig that up. It's down there. You see the difference? Right, coming straight over it the easy way. I'm coming straight over it the hard way. Hear that little double beeper down there? The machine is ground balanced. It's running about a 78 or 80 here roughly. All right, that is going to conclude the detect and talk of the day. The old hick from the sticks.